Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is MOHAMAD AZMEER. My metric number is AN180041. Token code is BNG and my supervisor is TS.Nuraini binti Masih. I'm going to present about my project that is comparative study of recycled high density polyethylene HDPE plastic waste for automotive seat cover application. Presentation outline. First, introduction. Second, problem statement. Third, research objective. Fourth, and next, research scope. Next, literature review, methodology, and conclusion. Okay, for introduction, plastics are an ideal material for a wide range of applications, including packaging, medical device, construction, and transportation because of its quality, strength, and lightweight. However, most plastics produced are single-use plastics, which, when combined with a waste culture, lead to the accumulation of plastic waste, contamination, and the depletion of valuable resources. Today, to make lighter weight and more economical vehicles, plastics are replacing many metal components in automotive industry. To achieve the targets of the company's green program, such as waste reduction, it is necessary to increase the plastic recycling rates. Therefore, researchers nowadays use HDPE plastic waste in their studies to minimize the use of non-renewable sources and aim to achieve eco-friendly products. The HDPE plastic is used in the study for producing eco-friendly automotive seat cover. Problem statement. According to the study, the main challenge for the plastics industry is determining the best way to reduce and use plastic waste rather than recycling it. Plastic used as packaging is a popular plastic waste that abounds in our landfills, and Malaysia has become a global garbage dump. In the first 7 months of 2018, Malaysia received 53% of the 7.5 million tons of plastic waste imported by the United States, Japan, and United Kingdom. Just 9% of this plastic waste is pure plastic, which can be recycled, while the remaining 12% is incinerated and the remaining 79% is disposed of in landfills or discarded in the natural world, according to Ahmad and Bawah Cheliakan and Ahmad 2019. Animals may die because of the plastic waste and soils may become clogged. Research objective. The main objective of this research are as follows. First, to determine optimum composition of HDPE plastic waste reinforced foam for automotive seat cover application. Second is to evaluate the physical and mechanical properties of a different composition HDPE plastic waste reinforced foam. Okay, research scope divide to three parts. Okay, first part is A, to find out the different composition of HDPE plastic waste reinforced foam. The table shows there is four different type of samples. There is A, B, C, D, and foam and hardener have the same ratio. That is 1:1, and the HDPE plastic waste have four different ratio. That is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, and 0.8. And B, to evaluate the physical properties test of a different composition HDPE plastic waste reinforced foam. The, physic- the physical properties test such as density test, porosity test, and SEM microstructure test. Lastly, to evaluate the mechanical properties test of a different composition HDPE plastic waste reinforced before. The mechanical properties test that are tensile test, flexural strength test, young modulus test, pitching test, impact test, and abrasion test. Chapter 2 that is literature review. Plastic is the one of the materials which known as polymer and there are a class of natural or synthetic materials invented of molecules called monomers with the capability to react with another molecule from the same type or another type in the appropriate condition to form the polymer chain, according to Britannica 2020, May 22. The aim of plastic recycling is to minimize high levels of plastic waste by reducing the need for new materials to make new plastic items, according to Leblanc's Art 2020, November 15. According to a 2018 report, several ASEAN countries have restrictions on plastic bags and styrofoam items in place since 2002 to limit the use of plastic bags such as Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Myanmar, Pakistan, Philippines, Sri Lanka, and Vietnam are among the involved countries, according to UNEP 2018. Every year, nearly 3.5 billion toothbrushes are sold worldwide, with most of them ending up in landfills, rivers, and oceans. It takes up to 500 years or more to decay the toothbrushes that are made from polypropylene, plastic, and nylon. According to the life cycle of plastics 2018, June 19. Recycling HDPE plastic waste is chosen because by making the most use of waste plastic for recycling, this production line is energy saving, environmentally friendly, highly automated, and labor saving, according to Mechanical Recycling 2020. Chapter 3 that is methodology. Flowchart of research methodology. From the flowchart, we can see that first we have to restart. Second, preliminary study HDPE plastic waste as reinforcement. So third is the different composition of HDPE plastic waste reinforced PU foam. That is the ratio of PU foam hardener and HDPE plastic waste. And the next, preparation of high density polyethylene HDPE plastic waste for automotive seat cover application. And experimental testing on the high density polyethylene HDPE plastic waste for automotive seat cover application. First, there is physical property test, density test, porosity test, and SEM microstructure test. And second is mechanical properties test, which is tensile test, fracture resonance test, modulus test, leaching test, impact test, and abrasion test. And the next is analysis and discussion, and the last is summarize findings and final report. This is raw material for this research. High density polyethylene HDPE plastic waste, foam and hardener are the raw materials that used to produce automotive seat cover. Polyol and diphenyl methane are the foam and hardener that used in the process. The mixture ratio is 1:1 such chemical substance by weight. Preparation of grinding process. The first step is clean HDPE plastic waste. Second, HDPE plastic waste were cut into small pieces, and the last HDPE plastic waste were grinded to get the smallest size. Next, the grinded HDPE plastic waste will be weighed on a digital weighing scale. They are divided into four samples, that is 20 gram, 40 gram, 60 gram, and 80 gram. Preparation of automotive seat cover application. The table shows the polyurethane, diphenylmethane, and HDPE plastic waste ratios. It will be manufactured by mixing HDPE plastic waste with a polyurethane solution made from composite polyurethane samples that include both isocyanate and polyol forms. By mixing polyol, the following procedure will be achieved: a 1:1 ratio at 24 degrees Celsius room temperature. Initially, various ratios of HDPE plastic waste will be combined into polyurethane foams. This procedure is also required to ensure that the material produced is of high quality product. As a result, ensure that the HDPE plastic waste that will be used to make the insulating foam. Fabrication process. Fabrication is the process of combining typically standardized parts with one or more different procedures to create products. In this experiment, the polyurethane foam and polyurethane hardener will be measured using a 50 ml shrink containing a chemical solution of a 1:1 ratio. The procedure for preparing the chemical polyurethane solution is to blend the chemical solution with HDPE plastic waste. Plastic food containers and wooden steering wheels will be used as a manual mixing machine to mix the solution. The mixing of polyurethane solution with polyurethane hardener plastic waste is the first step in the process. Initially, the polyurethane solution will be mixed completely with HDPE plastic waste in the plastic food container before being mixed with the polyurethane. Polyurethane hardener will be then mixed completely into the polyurethane foam blend until it expanded into the polyurethane and HDPE plastic waste blend foam. This is my research testing for this product. Mechanical and physical tests on automotive seat cover application. This is physical testing, and the first is density test. Placing test specimens in water and adding isopropanol until the plastic sample achieves neutral buoyancy in solution is how the density test of HDPE plastic waste is determined. Second is porosity test. From the definition of porosity, all approaches lead to the determination of two of three volumes, which is the sample total or part volume, its pore volume, or the volume of its solid matrix. And the last is SEM microstructure test. SEM, that is scanning electron microscopy, is a test method that uses an electron beam to scan a sample and provide a magnified image for analysis. Okay, for mechanical testing, the first is tensile strength test. Tensile testing determines whether a material is durable and efficient when subjected to a stretching force, and these tests are carried out under regulated temperature and pressure settings to determine the material's maximal strength or load capacity. Second is flexural strength test. Flexural test, also known as bending stress, defined as the maximum stress in a material, and the main objective of the bending stress is to measure ductility, bend power, pressure power, and specimen fracture resistance. And the third is Young modulus test, the ratio of the stress applied to the material along the longitudinal axis of the specimen tested to the deformation or strain observed along the same axis is known as Young's modulus. Fourth is bleaching test. The dissolving of a range of HDPE plastic waste and compounds into the water is referred to as leaching test, and it can be difficult the difference between corrosion and leaching in some cases. And the fifth is impact test. Impact tests are performed to determine the hardness of a material, while a material strength is a factor in its ability to absorb energy during plastic deformation. And the last is abrasion test. Table abrasion is a test that determines a plastic's abrasion resistance, and abrasion resistance refers to a material's ability to resist mechanical action such as rubbing, scraping, and erosion. The last part is conclusion. Conclusively, the purpose of this analysis has been studied and will be reached after the physical and mechanical testing are be done based on the different ratio of HDPE plastic waste reinforced pupil. The mechanical and physical testing will be understood and will be done successfully soon. The advantages of using HDPE plastic waste can reduce pollution and can save the ecosystem with reduced negative disturbance and damage to the natural environment in the world. Then, with the usage, HDPE plastic waste will be minimized cost and energy to produce the product. When recycled materials are used instead of new materials, less energy is used in the production process. The product will be friendly to the ecosystem. Okay, this is my references for the slide presentation, and the last is Gantt chart for my PSM 1. That's all from me. Thank you.